Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to another match on the Super Metroid multi-category tournament. This match is going to be EduardoMetroid3 versus TGDerp. I am Blue Plasma Spark, and with me commentating is Just Defend.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
So we're going to be having a pretty exciting match today. Looks like the category is Mini Boss RTA. So for Mini Boss RTA, the run starts out pretty similar to any percent. Unlike any percent, the category starts on Zebis rather than starting at Series Station, so that's the first big difference. You'll see that the runners are starting on a 0001 file rather than at Series. Other than that, though, the category is pretty similar to any percent, up until Spore Spawn. The runners are going to be going to Spore Spawn first before fighting any other bosses.
Yeah, that could be like something that might trip them up because even I have a hard time like remembering that you have to do Spore Spawn like as you're going into Pink Brinstar. So you gotta take that small detour. But the nice thing about that is after you defeat Spore Spawn, you'll grab some extra super missiles, so that'll be helpful taking on the other mini bosses.
So this is one of those categories that has some slight route divergences. So the runners can either go up Red Tower or they could go down Red Tower once they get to that point. Before then, they're going to be taking the same route. So if they decide to go up Red Tower, they're going to be fighting Phantoon, and when you fight Phantoon, you spend a ton of time in Wreck Ship, but they do that to get Gravity Suit, which helps out significantly in Meridia. If they decide to go down Red Tower, they're going to kill Crate and get Varia Suit, and do a suitless Meridia to kill Botroon, who's the only reason you have to go into Meridia to begin with.
Yeah, basically, like, it's sort of pick your own poison, but like you essentially have to fight at least one of the major bosses. So definitely fighting Phantoon is a lot harder, but the payoff is well worth it because you get Gravity Suit, and having the Gravity Suit against Golden Chorizo is great because you take way less damage. So Gravity Suit being the best suit in the game. Varia is not too bad either, but again, in Meridia, you just go way slower. We're gonna watch TGDerp. He's gonna take on Bob Torizo right now. He needs 5 of the regular shots from the arm cannon and then 7 missiles, and he gets it. So really nice fight from him. Eduardo's gonna take a little bit longer. He needs to farm some missiles up here.
Yeah, he unfortunately got some health drops from BT, but makes quick work of him anyway. And Eduardo got really good drops at leaving BT. He got 5 missiles exiting, while TGDerp unfortunately got 0 missiles exiting. So looks like he's farming up here. Definitely not a bad choice.
Oh, that's a neat little strat there. Yeah, he farmed the Gamers, and then he's just doing a little mock ball. He's just gonna be a little slow opening the door, but pretty solid. Okay, looks like we're doing some energy conservation strats. Excuse me. The TGDerp's doing right there. Eduardo, he's just gonna take the damage, go straight through these pirates. So it's hard to tell what sort of route these guys are gonna do. Usually, when you don't take as much damage going through those pirates, you're trying to save your health for the wreck ship when you take on Phantoon. But still need to see what happens after Spore Spawn.
And that's one of the things, so they're gonna have to farm up before Spore Spawn, or it'd be useful to farm up. So not taking any damage will basically force missile drops or even super drops, so if you're lucky, right before Spore Spawn, so it'll make farming much faster.
Yeah, so one thing about this tournament right now, we are doing round robin. So basically, we're in the 6th round right now, and you're gonna see TGDerp making that jump right there. He's gonna go take on Sports One, and yeah, we've done 6 weeks, 6 rounds, and these players are playing each other based on record. So the players with that have had like 1 win and 3 losses, they play each other, and so on and so forth. We're trying to narrow the field down to the top 8. So after this week, that will happen, and there will be a bracket.
Right, so we're seeing our first route divergence from any percent. The second mini boss is Spore Spawn, and this fight can go pretty badly sometimes. Like, if you're not careful, this fight can go really poorly. So TGDerp is actually, you see him firing some missiles right here, and that'll basically force missile drops from Spore Spawn. And he can do that. I want to say he can despawn some of the particles, so there's not too many particles on screen. Looks like he's going to be going for a 4 round.
Yeah, if you're really good, you can fit 2 super missiles before Spore Spawn closes its mouth. It's a bit tricky, but yeah, the most optimal way I would say is doing it in 2 rounds with 2 super missiles and then 1 missile and 1 super.
And Eduardo taking down Spore Spawn as well.
This is still a pretty close race, so pretty exciting to see the finish here. These mini boss RTAs, they usually go pretty quickly. So we see Eduardo. He's trying to get the moonfall right there. Again, there's like crumble blocks at the top, so you need to do turnaround, quick drop through the crumble blocks, and then try to set up the moonfall. It's a little tricky, little tricky setup. And TGDerp, he's actually gonna grab some extra missiles. I would say those aren't really required, but a little extra firepower never hurts.
Especially in a tournament setting, grabbing extra missiles is definitely a good safety. Looks like Eduardo is just going to be skipping those missiles, so that's going to be maybe 7 seconds saved on TGDerp. So I'm expecting both of these runners to go down, but they might surprise me and decide to go up. We'll see when they get there.
Yeah, it'll be a surprise. We'll see.
Okay, it looks like TGDerp is going down.
Yeah, a good indicator is like when you see the players do a mock ball right there. Same with Eduardo. That they morph first and then they lay the bomb to fall down. Okay, again, TGDerp opting to get a little more extra firepower. He's going to grab the Spazer Beam. Eduardo, he gets grabbed by the Yapping Maw. He just needs to get out of the water. Okay, just taking a little bit of damage, but right there, this might be the deciding factor in the race. TGDerp went to get something extra, and now Eduardo has skipped it. He's, ahead of TGDerp right now.
Yes, so Spazer is one of those safety items that you actually do not need to finish a run. It just makes Meridia significantly easier. Or at least the first jump in Meridia. So now Eduardo does have the edge. Alright, so the first important question is Kraid going to be going to prom?
Yes, so what the players want to do here is a quick kill. And basically what you see right now on Eduardo's screen is the screen, is just one room high. If they mess up the quick kill, that room is going to, extend further up. As we see Eduardo very nicely done, 2 missiles set up, and then 2 super missiles straight into Kraid's mouth, and that's all she wrote.
Kraid being pretty aggressive for TGDerp, unfortunately.
TGDerp is taking Kraid for a dance right now. This is what we mean. Kraid just ascends from the ground, and this fight becomes much lengthier, unfortunately.
So what actually happened to him was he fired a shot at Kraid's mouth, but he attacked basically as early as he could, so he opened his mouth, so he didn't go into the normal opening his mouth phase that he usually does, so it threw off TGDerp, so he missed a quick kill.
Again, that's going to be huge for Eduardo. He's extending his lead right now. So far, the route, what they're going to do is they grab the various suit, and now they're going to go through Norfair. They can pick up a few really good items. High jump is definitely required because they're going to do a lava dive to lower Norfair. But as far as the mini bosses go, they're going to take on Crocomire, then Golden Chorizo, and then exit Norfair to take on Bob Moon, which will be last.
So see a question in chat, why do they need Varia? They actually don't need Varia, but Varia makes things significantly faster because they're going to be going through a bunch of heated rooms, and those heated rooms are just going to kill their health very quickly.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, they're going to be going to lower Norfair to kill GT, and that takes a ton of health. And also ammo for crystal flashing, so the runs are not going to be doing that. They're just going to kill Kraid.
Just faster overall. It's the same thing with a lot of the other routes for the other speedruns in this game. You come into Norfair, the fastest thing to do is grab Varia, even though it's not required. So yeah, TGDerp's definitely got like a lot of catching up to do, but he does, have a little bit of an edge. He has the Spazer, so we'll see if that, affects anything in these boss fights. I know fighting Golden Chorizo, if you don't have like Eduardo, he only has 10 supers, so it might be a bit lengthier for him. So we'll see.
I'd also like to point out that for GT, or Golden Chorizo, you're supposed to have basically everything in the game up except Screw Attack going into his fight, so even if you go into his fight, like with full health and everything, he still does a ton of damage because you don't have Gravity Suit, which you're supposed to have by now. So it's very easy to die, and we have seen runners die to Golden Chorizo in this tournament.
Yeah, it's a tough one, especially only in the various suit.
So Eduardo picking up Speed Booster here. So Speed Booster not actually required to finish a run, but it is faster to grab it because the runner without Speed Booster you'd have to pick up or do a ton of bomb jumps up in Red Tower. Or wait, sorry, not Red Tower, GT's room.
So right there's a little farming station with the bugs. Eduardo's trying to get some super missiles. Then promptly leave. You see TGDerp, and they're sort of a small little high five in the same room in the Batcave, but now Eduardo's making his way to Crocomire. One thing is he's going to have to open this gate, and you're supposed to have the wave beam, but you can actually glitch... You can actually glitch through this hit detection and just hit the gate from the other side if you use a missile or a super missile. So you're going to see it right there. Yep.
Eduardo with a basically first try gate glitch. Nobody can say otherwise.
So yeah, it looks like TGDerp, he didn't spend nearly as much time farming for ammo that Eduardo did. So this is a very interesting setup. TGDerp also trying to get the gate glitch. It takes him quite a few tries, about 3. So
The first 2 are warm-up, so it's still a first try gate glitch.
Sure.
Now, I'd like to say he actually used supers on the gate there, which
Yeah,
isn't
that
necessary, but...
Yeah, that was a bit interesting because you know you can use the supers here on Crocomire and it moves Crocomire further back, but yeah, using it for the gate there, just a little bit of these differences. We'll see if they make or break the race here. Yeah, you want to get like a nice running jump there to grab that energy tank. Because you don't want to spend too much time in that acid. It will drain your life. Okay. Eduardo pulls off the Shine Spark. He wants to spark to this door because it has power bombs in it. And you need power bombs to make it to Golden Chorizo. Oh no. Power bombs do not push Crocomire back. Do you know what power bombs do to Crocomire and Blue Pass Spark?
Actually, I don't know what power bombs do.
Wow! I highly recommend using power bombs on Crocomire, and you will see what happens. Okay. TGDerp unfortunately missing the spark right there. So he's just gonna have to do a running jump here. He has to clear out these enemies first because he doesn't want the run speed to get interrupted.
Alright, so let's see if Eduardo manages to get the best mock ball in the game. It looks like he missed it, unfortunately. Imagine he got hit by one of the rippers up above. Those rippers are just terrible. They always seem to hit those rippers and going for the best mock ball.
Yeah. It usually happens when you don't get enough run speed. We're going to see TGDerp. Again, Eduardo just holding on to what seemed to be maybe about a 20 to 30 second lead over TGDerp. So I think really the biggest thing that, okay, we're going to watch TGDerp doesn't run into any rippers, so good for him. The biggest thing to watch out for right now, as it looks like Eduardo is going to take a save before he makes this lava dive. The one thing you want to watch out for is the Suitless Meridia section, because some players go faster than others. Again, without the gravity, it just goes very slowly, and yeah, it's still potential for Derp here to make a comeback.
So it looks like Derp is actually not going to be saving for the lava dive. So lava dive isn't actually the hardest trick, but it is pretty deadly if you mess it up. So hopefully both of our runners will get it first try. Alright, so it looks like Eduardo's doing the rolling method in the lava dive. So he just rolls in there.
Okay.
And he's up.
Yeah, sort of holding our breath there. Unfortunately, like again, he's going to take another save because this whole part of the game is very restrictive. So if you mess up anything here, it would be like resetting. But the scariest thing about doing this is you see TGDerp also getting it. You have to do that wall jump off that Namahe, that face, on the wall that spits out fireballs. You don't want to get hit by any fireballs because they break you out of your spin. You won't be able to wall jump.
So I don't think you actually have to wall jump off the Namahe if you're doing it with high jump boots.
Right, you don't have to. But we saw Derp do it, and then the reason for Eduardo saving is he has to do a green gate glitch here. So if he runs out of super missiles, you have to use super missiles on this gate because it's required. You just have to reset.
I'd also like to point out that
wow, yeah.
God dang, that's really unlucky. I'd like to point out that TGDerp did the bounce ball method into the lava dive area so he unequipped Speed Booster, which will allow him to conserve his momentum in lava, because lava has strange physics. And he bounced into there, basically, so he got to the bottom very quickly. And TGDerp getting a nice green gate glitch pretty quickly. And that actually changed the lead, so now TGDerp is in the lead.
Yeah, this is a good call right here. He's gonna go for the energy refill right before he goes into Golden Teresa's room. You can also get the screw tag, but you don't need it. You don't need it whatsoever in this run. He's laying that power bomb up there, and he's gonna grab these supers at the top. Oh, he misses the wall jump. This might mess him up a little bit. Eduardo also getting the green gate glitch. So again, another huge lead change.
Yes, the Derp needs to be pretty careful because there's a spot where GT is able to just hit you with the super missiles that you shoot at him.
Yeah, this is a nice little position that you can be in, where you're pretty much in a safe zone. Golden Teresa will not advance forward so long as you don't move from your spot.
So something interesting about this fight is, even though he's in the safe spot right now, the safe spot is actually different if you're shooting supers. So even if he's safe here, like if he's a few pixels over to the left, he's going to be able to get hit by GT's super missiles when he throws them at you. So he is safe in that one spot, so it's pretty precise.
Oh boy. Eduardo is under 100 health. He needs to be careful here. Oh, and that's a death. He still has that save, so he's not out of it yet. But man, that's going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah, that's what I was saying. GT does a ton of damage because they're expected to have Gravity Suit by now. So, I see a request for roll call in the audience. So, I am Blue Plasma Spark, and the other person is JD.
Yeah, my name is Just Defend. You can't mistake who I am, obviously, because I'm the only one that sounds this way. Oh, that was very interesting. It looks like TGDerp, he was trying to do a moonfall into the lava. I don't think that would have helped him, but I was interested to see how that would work out for him.
I'm actually not sure how that would turn out.
Yeah, I don't know either. But in any case, TGDerp makes it out of Lower North Fair. He's still in the lead here. He was trailing behind Eduardo, but green glitch was unkind to Eduardo the first time, and Eduardo also took a death and Golden Teresa, so now he has to catch up to TGDerp. Okay, so this is the second try for Eduardo. Let's see how it works out for him. Hopefully a lot better. As we see Derp, he's going to do some farming before he goes into Meridia. You do want to have like 10 super missiles when you take on Bot Wound, so that is a concern.
Alright, so it looks like Eduardo has got the left side GT set up now. So hopefully you won't see a death this time. Because when GT is not nice, he's really not nice.
Yeah. Before you go into Meridia, you're gonna see Derp. He's gonna grab the ice beam. This is pretty much required for the Suitless Meridia. Ooh, I think Golden Chorizo is just a couple supers away from dying here. So, yeah. Eduardo's just gonna farm up some extra ones. There we go. It was just 2 supers. And he's done with Golden Chorizo. And then you're gonna see to escape this room. It looks like he's not even gonna go to the recharge room. He's just gonna do a spark straight up.
I mean, that makes sense. He has pretty decent health already.
Okay, Eduardo he's still not out of this. He can still, make a comeback here because Suitless Meridia is not easy. And Baoon as well is pretty dangerous when you don't have the gravity suit. Like, he probably deals just as much damage as Golden Chorizo, maybe. But yeah, if you're not careful, you can die to Baoon pretty easily.
Yeah, that is very true. Because I feel like I said, say this a lot, but we have seen a death to Batoon as well in this tournament.
That was really weird. TGDerp, he tried to so what he wanted to do was hit that wall with the super and then make the crab fall, and he did it the first time, but the crab didn't fall from the ceiling, so it was really unusual. But as you can see right now, the movement is very slow in Meridia, and you have to freeze all these enemies to use as platforms to get yourself around. It's a nice setup there by TGDerp. If you mess up the jumps here, you have to wait a cycle. You have to wait a cycle, so that does waste time.
TGDerp's stumbling a little bit.
Yeah, as he grapples across here, the biggest thing is you do not want to fall all the way to the bottom. So he's just being a little bit careful. He might be aware that he's in the lead right now, so he's farming up some health. And he has a good ammo count, so this should be a pretty simple Baoon fight for him.
So he's not going to be saving. He's going to have to be pretty careful.
Yeah, so long as he doesn't get hit by Baoon. I mean, you can stand against the left wall once you're in Baoon's room. First off, he has to get this grapple jump. So this is a really strange mechanic. After you use the grappling beam, if you morph and then unmorph, it'll actually propel you upwards. But TGDerp, he needs to grapple himself forward from out from underneath this platform here. It's getting in his way. But it looks like he's just letting go too late. There it is. Okay, so now he just needs to unmorph and press jump a bunch of times. There's the grapple jump. That's not the only way you can get up there. You can use the the little enemies there in the room, the snails, to climb up.
The grapple jump is considerably easier than the snail climb, though, in my opinion.
Yeah,
because the snails are just difficult to work with.
Yeah, and they can also damage you, and you will take quite a bit damage from them. So this is another sequence break here. He has to do an ice clip. He's using that Metroid to jump through the platform there, as it sounds.
And Eduardo is now climbing up the main street.
Ooh, okay. TGDerp is on the verge of winning this, but Eduardo... Yeah. So there it is. TGDerp is tonight's winner. Yeah, that Golden Chorizo section really hurt Eduardo there. And he just couldn't recover. But good games to TGDerp. We're still gonna hold out to see Eduardo finish his run here.
So Eduardo actually isn't that far behind TGDerp right now, or because of the deaths and stuff. He's still pretty close.
All things considered, yeah, it was a close one. Definitely, like in Super Metroid, like taking a death is the most punishing thing. That's gonna be a room reset. Sad to say, unless he wants to spawn one of the crabs climbing up the right wall, but looks like he's gonna reset the room.
Looks like go all the way back down to the bottom. That's
you didn't have to
unfortunate.
Fall. Yeah, you didn't have to go all the way back down, but maybe a bit of a learning experience for Eduardo. This is when you do Sulis Meridia, like in the other categories, like RBO and this one. Definitely a lot of little nuances to learn. Another thing is, again, Derp, he picked up the Spacer Beam, so that helped him, freezing these enemies. It definitely takes considerably more shots to freeze the enemies here when you only have just the Ice Beam. He's also doing a crouch jump here, because when you crouch before you jump higher, so that's a nice little boost to your jump height as you're trying to get on top of this fish. There it is. So you need to make sure he doesn't kill this crab. Two missiles is too much, I sad to say.
Yeah, so that's one of the things about not having Spacer. Because it takes a ton of shots to freeze the crab, and if you're too slow, the crab will move off screen. Looks like he's going to be going to get Spacer now. Or get the Sloder's refill. Looks like he's going to get the refill.
Yeah, again, the Variosuit only reduces the damage you take by half. So when you're in Meridia, the hits you take, they start to add up. Especially those fish. Well, I mean, everything. Like the fish, the crabs, they all deal a lot of damage.
Alright, so it looks like he's committed to not getting Spacer. I like that determination.
Oh, looks like he needs a down grabber here. Oh, okay, he got it. Yeah, I get the platforming is, you know, so complex in this game. You sometimes to just barely get some of the ledges here, you need to do what's called down grabbing. All you do is you aim down and you press the direction towards the platform and you just make it on top, just barely.
Looks like Eduardo didn't damage the crab enough. So it looks like the kind of off topic, but TGDerp it looks like he's going to go to Shack Tool to try and kill him. I personally hope he does not manage to get there because I don't want him to kill Shack Tool because he should never kill Shack Tool.
Unfortunately, he gets killed by the little baby dragons, so he's not gonna be able to make it there. So Shack Tool lives on.
He lives on like he should. And the crab is running away, unfortunately.
Yeah, that one crab's been really giving Eduardo so much trouble there. But there's the other crab. Again, you can wait for that one to come up the right side.
And luckily for him, that crab actually moves off screen, so he's able to use that one to jump off of. Oh, that save. He managed to freeze the crab before it climbed up the platform, so he was able to get back up.
Ooh,
Oh.
I think that was a mistake.
Either a mistake or he's gonna kill the fish. Looks like he's just visiting the fish.
Yeah, inadvertently opened that door with his grapple beam. But he just wants to grapple across. Make it.
Honestly, who doesn't want to visit that fish every once in a while?
Again, Suitless Verdia, like, as impressive as some of the runners make this look, it's definitely, not easy whatsoever.
Looks like he's falling down. Hopefully he knows that he can use Grapple Beam on the POW amp. So, because that is very important. Because you're able to Grapple Beam those flying things, and that will allow you to get back up. If you don't know about that, though, you're not able to get back up to the main platform.
Yeah, he might not, yeah, it looks like he doesn't know. Gosh.
That's unfortunate. So it looks like TGDerp is actually about to do the wrong thing, and looks like he's about to kill Tool. So his run is about to be invalidated. And his run is now invalid. So GG, you just invalidated your run. Because you should never kill Tool.
Guys, I just want to let you all know that if you go to speedgaming.org/schedule, if you check out tomorrow, we have tons of stuff that's happening. Not only on this channel, but on the 4 other speed gaming channels that we have here. Again, thank you for watching the Super Metroid multi-category tournament. We are in round 6, and we are finishing up with the round robin stage. So after this, we will be cutting to the top 8, and we will know those results shortly. But if you guys are following it, again, just check out the schedule on speedgaming.org. For tomorrow, there's a lot of really cool stuff that's happening. We have the Super Mario Brothers finals. We have Link to the Past, no major glitches, any % tournament. And there's like a ton of matches that are happening. So, keep an eye out for that and check out all that info.
So I'd also like to point out that tomorrow there are some more matches for the multi-category tournament. Tomorrow is the last day for round 6, and then we're going to be moving into the top 8.
Yeah, I believe tomorrow we have Hillborn versus Yana Seal at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and then Balthasar will be taking on Mezge at 4 p.m. Eastern. I don't know how to say his name. Do you know?
I want to say Magoo.
Magoo? Really? Okay. Yeah, again, looks like Eduardo just very worried about his health situation right now, so he's just gonna farm up that crab, get some big energy drops.
I certainly don't blame him, because there's no real good farm spot between here and Batoon. The closest farm spot is actually right next to Aqueduct, but that one's pretty out of the way. It takes another grapple jump.
Right.
And it looks like he has made it across Aqueduct.
Yeah, he just has to climb up the Aqueduct there and then have a shot at Baboon.
Power bombing the snails.
Yeah, those snails, as you're trying to like do the grapple jump here, they'll get in your way. So I definitely agree with liking that power bomb there.
Yeah, those snails are really, really annoying. They always find a way to just completely screw up the grapple jump.
Yeah. Looks like Eduardo had the grapple jump a couple times now. He's definitely being very, I guess, like doing it very carefully, but you can just sort of mash it out and you can be very frantic with your technique there. Shouldn't be able to get the grapple jump that way.
So Eduardo needs to be careful because this Metroid is draining a ton of health.
Yeah, absolutely right. You just saw it right there. He's down to less than 100 right now. That Metroid really got him good.
Oh man, his health is not looking very nice.
He's gonna try take on Baoon here. Again, if you just stay on this left wall, you shouldn't get hit. Oh, he wasted some super missiles as well.
But the thing is he is able to do that attack. So once he's below 50 HP, he's home free, basically.
Fortunately, he has to do these charge shots.
Moonwalking into the corner, that's very good.
Alright, so long as Baoon, keeps doing this, he's good. Yeah, it looks like he might be home free.
Yeah.
Just don't walk into Baoon himself.
And that's it for Eduardo.
I'm sure that's a great relief to him. So that was the mini boss RTA completed by both runners. Again, my name is Joseph, and thank you all for watching. And we have more Super Metroid tomorrow. There is also on Speed Gaming 5, I believe. They are doing an 80% race between Metroid and Stomp. So you can head over there to check that out. Thanks for watching, guys.
So I actually I think it got moved to Speed Gaming 4, but yeah, that match is live right now.
Gotcha, thank you.
So I'm Blue Plasma Spark, and that's it for commentary. Thank you all for watching.